Here we are, we're back at the Nelson Curling Club with the finals of the 50th annual Nelson Midsummer Bonspiel. I'm one of your play-by-play guys. My name is Fred Thompson. Tom Shypitka from Cranbrook will be joining me in the booth here as soon as he gets off the phone. I'll run through the games that are being played right now. Our focus sheet, the one we'll be focusing in on all game, is the A event men's final. It's the Columbia Brewing Company final. It's the Steve Streifel Rink out of Victoria and Vancouver combination against John Perkins from Grande Prairie, Alberta. In the B event men's final, it's the Deane Horning Air BC Rink out of Nakusp, and their opposition is Ron Brown from Eckersing, I believe that's in Saskatchewan, and they're playing for the Maglio Building Company trophy. C event final, still with the men's, is Gary Hogarth from Colville, and they're up against Travis Weber from Airdrie, and that's an Okanagan Ciders trophy. In the D event final, we have Super Dave McKinstry from Oyen, Saskatchewan, Richard Jordon from Surrey, and they're playing for the Wayne McElroy trophy. In the ladies event, we have Karen Lapine from Surrey against Lynn Andrews, also of Surrey, and that is for the Air BC Championship. And the B event is Tammy Shaffer from Medicine Hat against Pat Nelson from Vegreville, and they're playing for the Mission Hills trophy. C event is an all Nelson final. They're playing on sheet 5, and it's the Heather Griffiths from Nelson against Maureen Grainger from Nelson, and they're playing for another Columbia Brewing Company trophy. Anita Robson from Edson plays Vivian Muck from Medicine Hat. They're playing for the Nelson District Credit Union trophy. We're just starting. It's the first end. Nothing's really happened yet. Last rock belongs to the Sheffield Robinson Rink from Victoria. So I just got my color man here. Tommy just showed up. Got everything straightened out on the phone, Tom?
Pretty much, sir. Fred got somebody else taking care of it.
Good, good.
What do we got going here today?
We're playing the A event. That's going to be our focus game, is the A event final. It's Robinson from Vancouver against Perkins from Grande Prairie. Not a whole lot happening yet. Well, there's a nice shot.
It's a pistol, as a matter of fact. Great hit and roll to the forefoot.
And the Robinson from Vancouver, they're going to be throwing the red color stones by the looks of things. Perkins the blue colored stones.
And just looking at the ice right now, I can see a couple familiar faces out there already. Brent Giles, of course, from the Vancouver area, a long-time veteran of the sport.
Yeah, and he's on the Robinson Rink. There's
quite a thrower.
Yeah, the Midsummer Classic, you still get a lot of those guys that are very competitive come Purple Heart time or Red Heart time if you're a lady, eh?
Exactly. Well, I saw Jimmy Armstrong out here this week. I didn't see Hector Vea. He usually makes it down, but he didn't make it this year? Or?
Yeah, he got here early in the week, but I guess a medical problem or something, he had to head home, but everything's okay with Heck.
That's good to hear.
You know, the sheet next to the game we're focusing on here is an all Nelson final. That's a C event game.
Yes, a battle of they're all buddies on this sheet, and that should be interesting to keep an eye on. It looks like the Robinson team is trying to suck another one behind this. Oh, and just skinnies it by the center guard. It's got an absolutely perfect shot. Top 8.
That was Rob Robinson, the second. Now Perkins Rink, they're just going to try and run off the center guard. Those are two nice stones behind that center guard, and about all you can do is run it off, I guess.
Yeah, especially them being positioned in front of the tee line like that, there's no chance to play a freeze or come around. They have to try to peel this top rock, and it looks like they're going to get maybe nothing here.
Oh. That miss hurts. Maybe some strong sweeping got that rock out of there, down there in the corner.
Managed to skinny the shot rock on the button out, but it still leaves the Robinson Rink an opportunity to play another come around, maybe top 12 on this, or maybe even bump the red one slightly.
team looks like they all know how to throw the rock pretty good.
Yeah, nice and smooth deliveries.
Maybe a little touch on the guard here. Ooh,
just rubbed it.
Tough break.
Still not too bad for Robinson Rink though. They got the potential deuce set up for him right here.
This is Ken Powell, the third for John Perkins Rink. John, he's a 29-year-old, and he's from Laglace, Alberta. And
he's got a lot of weight on this one. This
looks like nothing but air. Maybe a little nerves here in the first end of the 50th.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot at stake here. This is the big banana spiel right now, the 50th of the Midsummer World Curling Championships, they call it, and yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves. First end jitters. I was sort of surprised he went for that rock on the side there. I thought maybe he should have played the center stone.
All it teaches him, he missed.
Yeah. Serves him right.
It looks like Giles is. What do you think Giles is doing? Is he coming in there, or is he?
Yeah,
think he's going to throw up a guard?
Probably play another one top 12, maybe even bump the top 8 stone up to the 4-foot. It looks like he's out there quite a bit. He's starting to make a move now.
So if he gets a little tap up on that rock, it'll be a heck of a shot.
Looks like he's just about perfect.
It's maybe part of the reason he's been to the Praire.
Yeah, a couple times.
So making shots like that in the first end.
Yeah, he's got his weight already.
No nerves for that guy.
No, this is pretty much a standard procedure for him by now.
Ken Powell, the third here, he's going to have to make a great shot here to help these guys out. So he's going to try and make a double here on that front center one, and sweepers are just lightly cleaning it. Now they're on it a little harder.
Starting to make a move here.
It's going to be pretty close.
Got it on the nose. It's hard to say whose second shot there. It looks like the blue stone, maybe. Looks like maybe Robinson's just laying the one here right now. Brent's going to have to maybe throw about hack weight. Well, board weight he's indicating here. Just to tap it out of the house. Might be able to get a slight roll out of it. It's hard to say. Brent Giles.
I thought Brent's been up here a few times, but I guess not, eh?
Yeah, he's got rookie down here as far as experience in this event.
That's surprising to me.
Ooh, looks like they're going to try to get it the wide side here, and they may have just done that, but not enough
Yeah, that
weight.
shot didn't help out at all, did it?
It looks like Red's laying two though.
Yeah. Behind cover too, which is a great advantage. Well, I don't think this is what John really was looking for in the first end. His first stone, he's already looking at 2, and if things really go ugly for him here, he could give up a big end.
Yeah, he's going to have to make something here.
Yeah. John, he's from Grand Prairie. He's been in the Midsummer 3 times, but he's a curling veteran of 30 years. Wow. He's almost as old as you and I are.
Combined.
Yeah. He'll show us young guys how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, here he'll show us the road right here.
How was your week here, Tom? You guys had some pretty good success, or how did things fare?
Yeah, we did actually really good this year. We won a game.
This is an improvement?
This is good. This is a good thing. And here's the hit and roll double attempt.
Ooh, thin double.
Pretty close. Oh, and there you go. That's where that 30 years comes in.
Yeah. Just a little bad break with that red one going over to the blue one on the left-hand side.
It's hard to say what the situation is here now. If Robinson makes a hit on this blue stone, he'll be laying 3, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's a potential 3-ender being scored, and they're all nicely spaced out. So
we'll keep you informed too of other games that are going on around inside the curling club, and let you know some scores. But right now, everybody's still playing in the first end, and no scores, zeros.
It's easy to comment on then. As Perkins is, what's he playing a?
No. So Steve Streifel, I guess he's skipping the team. We always thought it was under Rob's name, but obviously they let Steve take the reins.
There you go. And he's got a perfect shot.
And maybe that's a reason why, if he can make some shots like that.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what Perkins does here.
Yeah.
If he's going to actually go for the freeze attempt, or if he plays the hit, he needs a heck of a roll.
I don't know if we can get a zoom in over there on the left-hand side down there and see who's maybe third shot. Maybe see if the camera can get in there to the left-hand side. There we are. Yeah, looking at that, I'd say Redstone's a little closer to the middle, eh?
Yeah.
Definite 3 down there right now.
Yeah, for sure. He's going for the big end right after the bat.
So what do you think John's strategy is here? He's just trying to cut down the end, eh?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get out of it. If he makes a heck of a roll, he could actually maybe be set up to steal, but it's going to have to be an absolute pistol. But yeah, he's probably just going to try to cut the end down, not give up a 4-ender. 3 max if he makes a hit. With the free guard zone rule, there's lots of time to get back in the game. Being down 3-0 isn't too big. A little shaky coming out of the delivery there.
Rock seems to be bending a little bit too much for him right now.
They're working on it. Looks like he's got it right on the nose.
Right on the nose. Little inside roll. It looks like Steve might have a wide open hit here for his 3, eh?
Yeah, and get him off to a good start of this A-event final. The D-event games, I believe, are being played in the other rink, I guess, right now.
We won't be able to really inform the viewers too much on that one.
I could put my jogging pants on. I could slip back there every once in a while. But
well, you're out here. You're one of the brave guys. You're out here in shorts.
Oh, it's summertime.
We'll have to see how you're feeling about the 8th or 9th down. Might have to do a kokanee run or two.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Steve Streifel. Looks like he might have been out a bit on that one.
Yeah, they're not touching the rock at all. They're not sweeping it. Sweeping makes the rock go straighter and further. Oh, he might have got some help there.
And I believe he may have
only got his deuce, or maybe 3. We're not sure, eh?
Yeah, it's hard to say from this angle, but 2 for sure, I think.
We'll have to see what they mark up on the score. This is the first year the Midsummer Bonspiel is playing a new rule called the free guard zone rule. They'll be playing it here with the Leeds Rocks. Can you just explain to us a little bit on what the rule is on that?
Well, it's a rule that's been modified from the original Moncton rule, which was the first 4 rocks in play could not be removed, be it in the house or as a guard. But it got a little crazy with that rule. Too many rocks in play it was too much. So they've narrowed it down a bit now. So where the first 3 rocks that are placed above the house, as a guard, say, they cannot be removed from play. If they're removed from play, then the stone that was thrown is removed, and the rock that's hit out of play is replaced back to where it
puts a lot of offense into the game.
It does. It gives the team that's behind a little bit of a chance to get back into the game. Whereas before, let's say last year, you're up 3-0 in the first end. Well, if you had a really good hitting team and the ice was fairly straight, then it was rather boring to watch. It was nothing but peels for 9 ends.
Yeah. Something you're a little familiar with?
Yeah. I've met a couple peeling teams. I was really glad to see that rule come into effect, actually.
Yeah. I think it makes it a lot more interesting to the viewers as well.
See, normally, like last year, this is a center stone, and a team is up 3-0, and they're coming around a center guard, or 2-0, I believe. Yeah. Normally with the old rule, that would never have been done. They would have played a hit and roll on the center stone, and maybe got a corner guard out of it. But now they're coming right behind it, and that's great.
Yeah, it makes the Leeds, I think, have to be a little better throwers too. Instead of just being able to throw that high hard stuff, now Leeds have to be able to come around, because they don't throw that high stuff very often at all. They may get 1 or 2 chances a game, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the lead is all positions are important, but the lead position now is emphasized a little bit. or they have to be fairly, a touch player instead of before, a guard is a guard, and if it was out in play, that's good enough. But now they have to make, the top 4 draw shots, come around, things like that.
I think Perkins was real happy to get out of that with only giving up 2, the way that last end developed that first end.
I guess the strategy worked out good. He played the hit on the open stone and hoped that Streifel would roll out on his hit, which he did basically. Gave up only 2, so he's fairly fortunate to get out of the end with only giving up a deuce.
This is Brian Warnstaff. He's the lead for Perkins Rink. He's just playing try to get a little hit and roll here over on the rock on the left-hand side. Looks like not a bad stone. Behind the tee line, but I think they'll take that.
Oh, definitely.
Nice roll.
Great rock. It's just that one center guard that would normally have been out of play is going to give Streifel, the Robson rink, a lot of problems, I think, this end.
Yeah, but we'll get to see some fine shot making as well because of it.
Sort of ironic, actually, because normally the Perkins team would have been wanting center guard or corner guards having last rock, but they went around the center because of the rule, and it's actually going to be maybe working out to their advantage because it looks like we might got a chip off the guard. Ooh, no. Nicely done.
Yeah, you can see why this team's in the A final.
Yeah.
They're just skinning everything.
It's a great rock.
Well, maybe we'll run down some of the scores over there, eh? We got in the...
Yeah, in the B final on sheet 6, we've got Brown up on Horning, or no, Horning took one from Nakusp, took one on Brown in the first end. On sheet 5, the C event ladies final, it's the Flintstones from Bedrock City up on the Griffiths of Nelson.
Then over there on sheet 1, we have Shaffer from Medicine Hat. They're up 3-0 on the Nelson foursome from Vegreville.
And looks maybe like sheets 2 and 3 were both blanked.
Yeah. And sheet 3 is the ladies A final. Karen Lapine from Surrey against Lynn Andrews also from Surrey, yeah? An all-coastal final.
Wow.
They could have almost played this at home. But just think of all the fun they would have missed out on.
Exactly. And that's what the Midsummer's all about. It's a lot of fun. It's a week long of outrageousness, actually. It's a crazy time down here. This year is no exception.
Just talking about the ladies A final for a second, Karen Lapine Rink, that team's had some great success of ladies curling in the year. They have third Louise Herneveau and second Georgina Hawks.
Oh, there you go. There's an all-star
couple
team.
world champions right there.
Exactly.
Playing with Pat Sanders a few years back.
Exactly. And Karen Lapine, I believe she's married to the immortal Craig Lapine of Surrey, who represented BC in 1990 at the Labatt Praire. So that's a curling family.
Yeah, it has. They actually have 2 kids, and their boy they named his first name is Lyle. It's kind of
maybe after the immortal Lyle Dagg of BC, was the last. Well, actually, other than this year, is the last person to win the Praire.
Yeah.
From BC.
It's kind of a nice little tribute.
As we know, this year, of course, Rick Folk from Kelowna won not only the Praire but also the World Championships, and that was a long time coming.
Yeah.
Great for BCers.
Oh, we've had some good runs in there. We've had some second and third place finishers in the last 10 years. I think BC's right up there with Ontario for having consistency in the Praire.
Yeah, I think if you gave points away to first, second, and third, I think BC, Manitoba, and Alberta would be all right up there, and Ontario, of course, would probably be in there as well, with all the success Russ Howard's had. It's Brent Giles.
Yep. Back to this game. Perkins is trying to get his 2 back. He's laying 2 right now, but doesn't look for very much longer.
There's the double takeout. No problem, says Brent.
No. You put the broom down, I throw it at the broom, I take out of the rocks. So now John's back to scratch, starting all over again. He's got a little bit of center stuff here. Robinson's team's lying 2 again. So he's going
It's
to.
amazing how that end turned around.
Yeah, one shot. That's all it takes.
And now, in contrast, that center play is going to haunt Perkins here. Because with last rock, you want to keep the play away from center as much as possible in case you do get in a little trouble. You can always bail out with your skips last rock and draw the forefoot to salvage the end.
Well, that shot didn't really help out a whole lot.
No, I think you're going to see Steve here throw up a center guard tight, maybe.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice opportunity to steal 1 and possibly 2 this end.
Mm-hmm.
The 50th Midsummer Bonspiel, we started with 224 rinks. We're down now to 12 of them. 16,
well, actually 16,
actually. Yeah,
that's right.
4 of them over there. Forgot about
those guys. They're probably freezing.
They're the ones we should remember because they've been playing about 9 games in the last day and a half.
I've always thought that the biggest prize should go out to the winner of the D event because it's such a marathon. I believe they probably played 3 games yesterday and 2 or 3 today, maybe, or 2 today.
Yeah, they did.
And Brent Giles is just like he's got that draw weight in his back pocket. That's exactly a perfect rock there. Tight center guard. Perkins has got no chance other than to peel that top one. Maybe run a double.
It's amazing how some of these curlers, they haven't thrown a rock for 3.5, 4 months, and you give them a game or 2, and it's just like riding a bike. They're right on top of things again.
Yeah, as we've seen already in this game, it's looks like he's got a good opportunity.
Whoa,
just skinnies it out, I think.
Kind of got lucky, I think, getting that back one out. According looking at the monitor down here, it looks like it's.
I think she's out of play.
So it's kind of not a called double, but they'll take it.
Yeah, any 2 rocks out of the house is good for Perkins right now.
The end doesn't look as bad now. Just kind of looking around to see if there's a whole lot happening. The sheet next to us here, sheet 5, the all Nelson Bedrock game. The red team, which is the Flintstones, they got 3 in the rings.
And it looks like
they're going to try and
Griffiths might be a little light on this attempt here. And she has been. This doesn't look good for the Griffiths team. Looks like Flintstones will be jumping all over this.
Steve, he's just throwing up another center guard here on this one. Try and get a steal of 1. Rock doesn't seem to be really wanting to bend over.
They want this rock as tight as possible, but more importantly to be on line with the other stone. And he's
kind of show him a half shot. Sometimes they say that's just as good as any. You tease him with a little bit of outside, and that time you get that flash or miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Might hear some screaming there in the background. That's the ladies over there in the A final. They're right intense there.
Yeah, they can get pretty vocal at times.
Yeah. That game, the A final, is 0-0 after 1. The Lapine rink is laying 2, though. Good crowd in here tonight, Tommy, for the finals of the 50th annual Midsummer.
Yeah, it looks like the gallery's full, and to no amazement, everybody's got a 12-ounce weight in their hand.
Yeah, there's that little tick. You show them a little bit, and
and there it is.
We're just going to move over to the Flintstone game here. There looks like there's a lot going on here.
There's four red rocks. The Flintstones have got 4 red rocks in play. And
Heather's down to her last rock by the looks of things here, facing 4.
So she's going to have to basically play a bumper. You want to play this one with fairly controlled weight. You don't want to throw a normal takeout because chances of rolling are, a foot or 2. It'd be common to see. So she's going to play probably like a hack weight, maybe a bump weight, and just drop. Oh, no, she's tightening the ice up. Maybe she will go for a regular hit.
And she can play the quiet weight. She's got a couple good sweepers down there waiting. The McIver girls, Christy and Allison, and I think they're down there cleaning off their brushes, getting ready to have to sweep this rock if necessary.
Yeah, they're warming up.
This could be a big turning point to this game, eh?
This is a big turning point.
If you miss this shot, you're down 5. You make it, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's a 6-point swing here for sure.
And back to this game here. Steve just throwing up another Another center guard, almost in the identical spot as the last one.
It'll work, but it gives Perkins a chance to actually blank the end because he can see a piece of it.
Okay. So we'll zoom over to Heather here for this this important shot here.
Yeah, I feel for her on this shot. This is.
And nobody likes to throw facing 4 in the second end, do they?
No.
We'll see how she makes out here.
A lot of ooh, it looks like she might have put this one out a bit.
Oh,
This could be a very.
Doesn't
very
seem to be
miss.
coming over at all. Just staying
Just
right
stayed
there.
right there.
Ooh.
Oh, and that'll
hurt.
Yes, that one hurts a lot.
Back to Perkins here. He's trying to just, I think, play for the blank here. A little hit and roll out. It'd be. Ooh,
oh, he's
just
got a nice. He's got the blank. No, he's gonna hang around.
No. Got one, but that's better than giving up one. So he's down 2-1 now after the second end.
Yeah, it's almost amazing that he could stay on that shot there. You can only see about half the rock.
We'll just watch a little bit of the A-Ladies finals here for a couple stones. They're down to each skip has 1 rock left, and Karen Lapine team is laying 3. Karen just threw the rock in the top of the rings there, just biting. So Andrews is almost in the same situation. She's gonna, in the A final, you're gonna have to make some of these shots to win it.
Yeah, but unlike the other Griffiths Flintstones match, Andrews has the hammer here, so she might actually be able to scoop 3. Looks like a 3 potential. Karen's going to have to either.
I think what they did is they haven't flipped the scoreboard around. I think Lapine is laying the 3.
I see. Okay, sorry about that.
They'll have to get those score guys, give them heck for that one.
Really flip those scores around.
Some of the teams have had, they've had some complaints about rocks and stuff. So some of them aren't happy what color they get assigned, and if they win the toss, they says no, we're going to throw the other ones. So we're just going to leave the men's A game here. They're just playing lead stones right now, and we'll go down to Lynn Andrews. He's throwing a rock here.
From Cloverdale.
Yeah. What's she playing here, Tommy? Just a little hit, or looks with that kind of weight a hit?
Yeah, looks like it's a hit, and maybe get a bit of a roll behind the corner.
Must be pretty close. They're calling the sweepers off.
She won the 1982 Manitoba Ladies Championships.
Yeah, so she's been around too, so she knows.
She isn't stuck. She set up Karen an excellent opportunity to take 3 in the second inning and go up 3-0.
Yeah, it's another one of them opportunities, that you really like to capitalize on. So we'll just watch Karen's last rock here, the last end of the second end, with a great opportunity for 3.
We'll see if Karen can do what Steve Streifel was attempting to do in the first end. That was to make a hit for 3.
Andrews on the other side, I think she's just hoping for a hit and roll out here.
Yeah.
Give up my 2 and start over.
Looks like she's out a bit here. Ooh, she's out a
might
lot.
have nothing but air here.
I think she's.
Oh yeah, this doesn't look good.
She's gonna make a little contact with it. No, not. It's a total flush, and that's a 4-point swing. That shot.
Well, that was the one option we never covered, was a miss.
Well, you never ever imagine a team can miss an open hit, but it does happen. It's not that uncommon, and the ice conditions here are. If you get out of the broom a little bit with the weight, they stay there. As you saw in the Griffiths Flintstones match, Heather Griffiths just didn't have a chance. She got it out a little bit extra weight, and there's no hope. It's very unforgiving ice.
Yeah, that may be the turning point of the game. We'll have to see what happens.
Well, the thing is, if you look at it realistically, the Lapine Andrews game, Andrews is only up 1-0. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but the psychological factor that the Lapine team is thinking, well, we should have been up 3-0 instead of down 1. That's something the good teams are able to control. Yeah. You look at it realistically and say, okay, girls, we're only down 1-0. We've got the hammer. Let's get to work now.
And that, talking about that Lapine team, a lot of experience there. So they're probably that kind of team that'll be able to bounce back from something like that.
I don't think it'll affect them too much.
Back to our feature game here, Perkins and Robinson, or
yeah, it was Robinson there from the second man for the Steve Streifel team, although it's marked up as the Robinson rink.
Second man, Peter Plant. He's from Groverdale, Alberta. This is the first time he's ever been in the Midsummer. He's had a little bit of success during his time curling. He's been curling for 10 years. He's won. In BC, we have zones. In Alberta, they have what they call districts, very similar things. So he's, what we'd say in BC, won his zones 3 times.
Yeah, it's tough in Alberta. It's a tough bunch of curlers out there, so that's no easy feat.
The game's probably really developed in the last 10 years all across Canada. You and I were both at the Praire this year, and we've seen teams from the Northwest Territories who you usually, years gone by are kind of the weak link, and some maritime teams. But this year it seems to, and in not just this year, the last couple of years, it seems to really level out all the teams.
Yeah, curling's. I think the World Curling Tour has had a little effect on that, and the competition across Canada. Teams now from the Maritimes and from the Yukon are able to take part in serious competition all throughout the year, and that's, I think, elevated their play a little bit. Although the team from the Northwest Territories Yukon this year were actually from BC, which was sort of an interesting thing. The team was from Atlin, which was as far north as you can get in BC, and they're actually included in the Yukon Northwest Territories. It's a pretty clean end so far.
Perkins got a couple in there. Unfortunately, doesn't have last rock though.
Doesn't have the last rock, and the house is pretty much wide open, so even though there's 2 bluestones, the Robinson rink from Vancouver isn't in a hell of a lot of trouble there. Brent Giles attempting the hit and roll here. Looks like he's got pretty good line for it. Could have the hit and roll, or a roll over top of it. Oh, just rolls
maybe
over
behind
top.
The corner guard. Still not a bad shot.
It's good stone. That red rock in the back could come to haunt Perkins later on in the end.
Yeah, it's Ken Powell again, the third, and he was the 1994 mixed provincial winner. So he's obviously been around and curled and knows what he's doing. Is this shot kind of surprise you here, going after that rock, the second shot way at the back? When there's a corner guard up there? I guess not having last rock.
Well, yeah, Robinson's got last stone, like I said earlier. It could come to haunt him later if he plays a center guard covering his shot rock and doesn't quite make it, and Robinson rink comes down and splits it out and rolls and lays 2. Then that could be the deuce that Robinson rink needs this end. So he went for the safe shot. It was a conservative shot. So now we're back to just a wide open end now. Brent Giles attempting the hit and roll behind the corner guard. Once again, line looks pretty good. Looks excellent. No, swept a little too much.
Nice consistent delivery.
Has a little bit of the old style. He's got the toe delivery.
Yeah.
Something that's you see fewer and fewer of these days. Of course, the CCA, the Canadian Curling Association, is really striving to teach the younger curlers, the junior curlers, now to use what we call the flat foot delivery.
A little easier on the knee.
A little easier on the knee, and a little bit more control, I believe. It's a matter of opinion. You still see a lot of the Manitoba rinks still doing the old toe slide deliveries.
I just had to order cold water for my mouth here, getting dry.
A cold water?
Yeah.
Cold barley flavored water?
Yeah.
Also like to, speaking of barley flavored water, Labatt's once again has come up with some huge sponsorship, which is what's needed in this event, for sure, or any event for that matter. Along with the boys from Mission Hills, Okanagan Cider Company, Canadian Helicopters.
Thanks, Cher. Sure.
Oh, I think Labatt spot us that one.
Geez, that was kind of nice of them. Yeah, we have we've got some great sponsors that, and like I say, without them we wouldn't really be able to. Columbia Brewing Company, they sponsor 2 events, one in the men's and one's in the ladies. Okanagan Ciders, they sponsor the C event for the men's. Wayne McElroy Agencies, the D event for the men. Maglo Building Supply, B event for the men. Air BC, a lot of people fly into this Bonspiel as well. They're the A event ladies sponsors. Mission Hills, the B event ladies, and the Nelson District Credit Union, which does the D ladies.
Oh, it's incredible, the support at the local level as well. There's all kinds of support from all the people down here, all the business people of Nelson, and coming out to the games, and the dances at night have been a success. Everybody's having a lot of fun at this thing. And I believe entries are already getting taken in for the 51st annual. It's filling up fast, so
get your name in
get
fast.
in there. Don't be disappointed.
Yeah, and you will be disappointed if you don't get in.
I put off coming to this spiel for a long time because it's a week and it's a week off work or whatever, and you think, my God, I don't know if I should, commit myself to something like that. But I tell you, if you come once, you're stuck for life, because it's the best time I've ever seen.
There's a real nice hit and roll behind the corner guard by the skip, John Perkins.
That's a perfect.
Oh yeah, he couldn't have walked down really and done a whole lot better with that one.
No, he couldn't have placed that rock any better.
Yeah. So you make a shot like that, you end up forcing the other team into having to draw for one.
Yeah.
This is the last rock of the end as well. So Steve just looks to be just ignoring everything and just trying to draw to the 4-foot, which is the black circle down there.
Which is the shot for sure. I see a lot of teams, if they can see a piece of the rock. We got a little bit of a wipeout on sheet 5.
That must be Fred Flintstone, eh?
Maureen, the skip for the Flintstones team, just bit her big, but she's okay and she's laughing about it.
And it helps being up 5-0 too.
Yeah.
Steve looks pretty close here. The sweepers aren't really doing a whole lot with it. It looks to have the 4-foot. Ooh, the rock just slides.
It's gliding good there. It looks like a big steal. And we got a tie ball game here.
Here we are.
This A event final is shaping up to be a nail biter right to the last end, it looks like.
Nobody's running away with this one.
We've seen a lot of swing points here. It was a C event final game in the second, and we saw a big steal of 4.
We'll just buzz over to the ladies final again. We're down to skip rocks here. This is Lynn Andrews again. What's it look like down there? Looks like looks
like a bluish shot rock and sitting on top of a redstone that's in the back 4. It looks like Andrews is just trying to peel this blue rock out. But she looks tight, and she might jam it on the back red one. That's what she's done.
She has. Gives the
Lapine team a chance for
their 2, yeah. So they're just trying to figure out what ice to put down here. Karen and her third, Louise. Hope I get all these names right. Karen's just coming down to throw her first rock of the third end, the third end. Down 1-0. She missed that last takeout she had in the last end, so I wonder if thoughts of that are going through her head again.
It's a possibility. She got out a little wide on it and just stayed there. We'll see if maybe it's something in her delivery. Her delivery looks a little tight this time. They're working on it feverishly.
Sweeping hard. Well, if they can roll that rock way over.
It's good still.
Not bad. but they are a little closer together, and maybe Lynn with her last rock and wants to hit the front one and roll over in front of the other one. So we'll just watch her last rock here of the third end. So here she comes down. She's all smiles. She's up 1-0 and escaped a big bullet last end. So she'll have to make a good shot to escape a little bullet this end.
Meanwhile, in the men's B final, we got Horning with last rock, and looks like he's trying to make a long raise to the forefoot for his point. Single point is a fairly tough shot. I'll keep you updated on that and see how he makes out.
Lynn's let go of her rock. She's trying to take out the one on the right-hand side down there. Sweepers are working on it pretty hard. Is she gonna come across? Ooh, that looks like a nice stone.
That's a good rock.
Yeah, puts a
still a chance for Lapine to bump this out for a deuce.
She seemed really confident with the ice. She put the broom down right away, so obviously she must have the ice figured out by now.
Yeah, I think that last shot she threw there in the last end was just one of those things that just happens sometime, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to get back to your game plan and put it behind you. Looks like Horning just gave up a steal of a
couple
of one here, or two, yes, I believe, a steal of two on sheet 6. So the men's B event final is Brown up on Horning up by a score of 3-1.
Here goes Lynn with her. They're sweeping on her pretty hard. Oh. So that rock seemed to straighten up.
She's throwing a lot of weight with those takeouts.
Yeah.
They're coming down there pretty good.
Hit and roll out, so it's a 1-1 game now.
Yeah, both these A finals seem to be
missed opportunities.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities, and it's evened out, obviously, because both games are tied. But back to the men's game here.
Back to the seconds rocks. Obviously, the team must have a little disagreement down here if we want to just look at some of the rocks and play down here.
Well, what had happened is the Robson rink has a rock in the back of the forefoot, and the Perkins rink came to play a freeze on top of that redstone, or even full top 4, and it came a little short. And now the decision is here as to whether to just plug this up, or to maybe even come down and
move that blue one a little bit.
Well, maybe even play bump the blue one out and just sit there.
As Steve just asked for a hack weight, which means enough to move the rock to the hack. So
that's good controlled weight, and
we'll see what Robbie Robinson does here with his stone.
The way this rock is positioned, the top 12, you need a lesser weight in order to curl around the center guard to hit the second shot stone full. He's making a big move now. Looks like he's got a good shot here, I believe. He's got an absolute pistol here, I believe.
It's kind of curling you normally see in March.
Yeah, this is midsummer form.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the Flintstones Heather's really struggling over there in her game there. That score's now 8-0. So.
Wow, that's an amazing thing, because the Griffiths rink is a really talented team, and
they played well. They had a good battle here, their semi-final game. So.
But the Flintstones are hot right now. I'm telling you, they've traveled all the way from Bedrock City, and they're not about to lose this final match. They won their semi-final game by a score of 10-1 after 4, and so it looks like they're on a bit of a roll here.
That's a nice thing. That's one thing about curling too. You get on a roll and things just seem to work for you. Just about made the double there, but not quite.
It's top 12, and Strife will be forced to remove it. The B event men's final is 3-1 for Brown right now at this moment. They're playing the 4th end. The C event ladies, like we mentioned earlier, is 8-0 for the Flintstones. Of course, the A of men's is tied 2, and the ladies is tied at 1.
The B final over there on sheet 1, Shaffer and Nelson. Scores 4-1 for Shaffer from Medicine Hat.
Right.
And then Hogarth and Weber, that's a C event game. 5-1 for, what do we got there? 5-1 for Hogarth from Colville.
Actually, I believe that's a D event game.
Is
I'm
it?
thinking now, because there's 4 ladies teams out here. 4 ladies rinks. Oh no, that's you, right?
There, we got that straightened out.
Yeah.
Well, if you just could kind of see all our notes here, we got 200 pieces of paper in front of us, and we can never find the one we need.
Exactly. Looks like a wood factory got so much paper up here.
So there's going to be Perkins Rink is just playing a quiet tab back on the rock at the back of the 4-foot.
It's got great line.
Yeah. Oh, I guess not a tab back. I guess they really want to play a freeze.
It's a good shot, though.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's a great shot.
Perkins is laying first and fourth shot. But this could really get dangerous for him, really, couldn't it?
Yeah.
And especially with the guy down there ready to throw the rock.
Yeah, Brent's eyeing this shot up, and he wants just to angle this one out with about hack weight.
He's almost got a big smile on his face. It's like he's been looking for these kinds of shots.
Yeah, he thrives on this. We had a chance of playing Brent quite a few times in the past, and he's a great competitor, and he's an excellent guy, too. He's really good attitude about the game of curling.
That's a big thing about the curling, I think, is most of the people are really good people. You know, they're a lot of fun. And
well, I think the origins of the game sort of made it that way, because it's a sportsman's game, and
everybody tries their best, and you still shake hands after, and usually go up and have a chat with them after the game.
And usually a barley soup or two.
Yeah. So they're just kind of both following the same path down here, playing the same shot. So eventually one of them is going to make a perfect freeze, and that'll be it. This shot seems to be a little light. It seems to be really pulling over.
Yeah, it almost looks like it caught something there, maybe.
Yeah, that one really wasn't even close.
Maybe it was way through it, but it just really moved there for him.
So it was I think a bad miss by Ken there. He might have picked up something on the way down.
Yeah, this is an interesting call here now.
Because he just threw one the time before, and he threw it real well, so.
It's interesting to see if Steve puts up a center guard here, or he's going to bump it. I don't know. Interesting call.
You would, what would you be thinking of here? A guard, or just draw to the open side, maybe? Around the corner guard?
Yeah.
Maybe let them come down and hit onto the blue one at the back.
If he plays a split here, yeah, I guess that's a good call. I'm just sort of thinking about this back blue rock here. It could come dangerous.
Well, they've obviously made up their mind, and they're gonna play a little tap up.
The only problem with this rock is you're going to leave some rocks behind the tee line. If they make the shot perfectly, both the rocks will be behind the tee line.
And John will have something to freeze too.
Yeah, a little bit of a wall maybe here.
Oh, there's a nice shot.
It's a good stone.
Laying two.
But like I said earlier, it's going to be behind the tee line. It'll give maybe John an opportunity to get out of this end.
This end looks like, you know, if John just doesn't position his rock just right here, and Steve happens to get a chance to double and make it, we're looking at maybe possible 4 here. So
it's amazing how those big ends can just sneak up on you like that.
Yeah. So John really wants to make this shot happen for him. Glue it in there, as they like to say. Freeze it right up to the red rock in the 4-foot. Lots of rocks in play, and looking at all the sheets around us. It's part of that free guard zone rule, I guess. That's why there's all those rocks. Ooh, shot over there on 6. Another miss over there in the ladies, eh?
Looks like John's got a little bit too much weight here.
Ooh. And there's that opportunity we were just talking about, eh?
There's the opportunity, but it's going to be hard to take this rock out. There's a little bit of a wall built there now.
You don't want to hit it wrong either. You know, if you hit it on the right-hand side, you could drive it on to yours and roll out and maybe have the other team hitting your one at the back to be laying 3.
Exactly, and
So,
that's why, as we said earlier, it's amazing how these big ends can just, for either team, can just pop up, and all it takes is one missed rock by one of the 2 teams, and the other team can take full advantage of it.
Yeah, I just glanced over the A ladies there, and Louise Herndo, she just grazed a rock, almost pretty well a wide open miss, and put her team in a little bit of trouble. But this is an interesting end we have here shaping up in the 4th end of the men's A final of the 50th annual Midsummer Bonspiel. Steve's coming out of here with his first rock. They're calling the sweep in. Looks like they're going pretty hard. That rock seems to be bending too.
It's moving a bit on him for sure. He doesn't want to jam it on his back red one here.
Oh, this is a close one.
Got a beauty.
Oh, that works nice there.
Oh, that's an absolute pistol.
Now they're laying 4.
Now Red's laying 4, and the Perkins rink is in a lot of trouble. That was a huge shot.
Though the one nice thing about it, I guess, for Perkins as well, they're changing their mind now, but originally looked like they were playing the freeze, and that was the shot he just finished playing, so he should be very familiar with ice and weight.
Yeah, he should have it pretty much down.
He's going to have it down, I think.
Yeah, this could be the game shot here. If he gets out of this one only giving up 1 or 2, he'd be laughing.
Yeah, it'd almost be as good as a steal.
Yeah. Well, as we've seen so far in all these games,
here, little cool up here.
As we've seen in these games, there's been a lot of missed opportunities. This may be one of them.
Well, this is a big shot. Team's cleaning off the ice in front of him, making sure there's no debris there in the path of the stone. So you think those guys on TSN are in trouble with you and I maybe taking over their job?
Well, if they're not worried, they should be, I'll tell you that much. Vic Router, you're in trouble.
And Turnbull. But we're going to keep Linda Moore, though.
Oh, we'll keep her around.
She can work with us.
Sure. It looks like he's got lots of weight.
Yeah.
The line looks pretty good.
The line looks really good.
Better hurry a bit.
Yeah, I'd be on that myself. You're not going to hurt.
Oh, it looks like he's got an absolute pistol. Now that's
a great shot.
Rock.
You zoom right in there. He's frozen right up to the rock. It's tough to see right now with Steve in our way, but little glimpse there. If Brent gets out of the way, you can see he just froze right up to it. It's going to be pretty tough for Steve to get that rock out of there. And if he does, he's going to have to hit it hard, and the chance are he's going to lose 2 or 3 of his own anyway. So
maybe a draw for 2 here. I think. To get that blue rock out of there, I think he's going to need a really extra heavy weight, maybe 3 or 4 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
So I think he's just going to leave that alone.
Hit her real thin.
Hit her real thin, yeah. But I don't.
I'm trying to remember in Cranbrook, I think a guy did that to me once, Tom. But we won't talk about that one now.
Well, why not? We got some time.
Yeah. I still have trouble sleeping over that one. And they're just going to play the out-turn draw. They're ignoring everything. Sometimes teams will come into the rocks, but this is definitely a time not to do that. You don't want to touch anything. You just want a cold draw to the 4 foot. This is that swing point advantage. It gives you that 2-point advantage, so it's a big shot.
Yeah, like I said, his game has just turned around from one end to the next. It looks like all of a sudden when Robson looks like he's going to snap a big one on him.
Looks to be light now.
He misses the opportunity, as we're seeing right now. Looks like he's coming up a little light on this, and
you'd almost think neither team wants it.
Yeah, this is a wild game to watch because as we saw there, it looked like Robson was set up for a big 4-ender, and he has to settle for 1.
We'll go back over the ladies again. This is kind of great. We're gonna
swivel all over the place. I'd rather be watching the ladies myself, personally, anyways.
What do we got there? We got.
Andrew's
team is. No, not Andrews. Lapine's team is laying 1, right? Do I got this right?
No, Andrews.
Really me in.
Yeah, we can't. It looks like Andrews is laying the 1 red. Lapine's sitting second and third at the back, it looks like, or maybe just second shot.
So she probably just wants to bump that red rock there in the middle there, the 4 foot. Just move that out and maybe roll towards us here a little bit.
Yeah.
So, there again, been some missed opportunities over there as well. Well, it looks like Heather's going to get on the scoreboard over here.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a draw for 2.
As Karen sets up down there and just going over things with her front end, making sure the sweeping and stuff, they're just want to be sure about it. You don't want somebody starting to push the brooms before they really have to. Geez, they're already dancing up there.
It's no surprise. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and yeah, we've got some festival activities happening in the lounge upstairs of the curling rink.
Festival is the right word. That's a good word for this Bonspiel, because that's really what it's been like all week long, eh? From
every day, from
Saturday till
sunset to way past sunrise. It's unbelievable party action every single night. It's almost too much to take. But I'm forcing myself at this point.
I bet you are, yeah. That's what next week is for, recovery. Karen's just coming down here with a quiet little tap back. Looks like one person wants to sweep and one doesn't. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, that was...
yeah, they're all kind of standing around looking at each other going...
The third and skipper both hollering to sweep, but...
I got some people shaking their heads.
One of the sweepers wasn't too keen on sweeping, I guess.
No, that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, you have to have the communication out there between your sweepers, the front end people, and the people throwing the rock, and the third in the house. And when you don't have the communication, that's the result you end up with, a little...
Yeah, because that rock was, they sweep that rock, and that rock very well Blue should be laying to right now.
Yeah.
As it turned out, a little miscommunication, as you said, and now Red's got an opportunity here maybe to get to this end.
Karen's, what's Karen doing here? Or not Karen, Lynn. Lynn's got last rock. She's just trying to throw another one in there, or which?
Yeah, I think she's trying to put one on, maybe come around the tight.
Or even bump up the front one. Yeah.
I think that's probably what she's doing, playing the double raise here, double raise to the button. Looks like she's got the weight for it.
Little, ooh. Well, they're gonna freeze up to their other red one.
Well, it's not the worst shot in the world.
No, not at all. No, it's not at all. You might get an opportunity sometime to split that one up in the front. We'll see what Lapine does here, of course, but Lapine is, on the other hand, if she hits this thing on the opposite side of us, she might have a chance for a double. Be laying 3.
She'd have to hit it pretty hard to drive it over top of that big cluster in the back there. That could pose to be a problem.
So they're going to take their time discussing this one to make sure they have everybody knows what they're doing. They don't want to have a little bit of lack of communication again. So just make sure that we all know what we're doing here.
There's 8 rocks in the house there, and it's and no guards. It's sort of an amazing thing.
But it makes it all fun. Everybody over there on sheet 1's having a lot of fun too. They're all smiling and waving and just happy to be here.
And that they should be. It's great. I just can't say it enough. It's just an excellent time. The weather was great this year. Sunny, warm. It's quite a contrast being out on the ice and freezing your butt off, and then going outside and roasting to death.
Geez, while we have a second here, we might just want to talk maybe about Peter and Sherry, or Hartridge, the chairman and co-chairman of the Bonspiel for the last 11 years. You coming from outside of town to Cranbrook, they sure lead all the volunteers by their hospitality and just overall fun through the whole week, eh?
Well, those two, I tell you, it's quite a thing to put on something this large, and those two must be busier than a one-legged man at a butt-kicking contest. I tell you, they're running around with their heads cut off half the time, but they do a hell of a job, and they've done it for 11 years, and I guess they're passing the baton, so to speak, to I forget the chap's name.
Brent Piowich and Daphne Reeder.
Right, exactly. And they're going to take over. And I've talked to Brent already, and he's told me of some excellent ideas he's got in mind for next year. So.
Yeah, they seem like an eager bunch, and
well, get some new blood and get some new ideas. Yep. It's not like it really needs any more ideas. It's a success as it is, but
every new idea is it
can't hurt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so once again, Sherry and Peter, you've done another excellent job, and
hats off to you.
Yeah, sure glad we had you here for the last 11 years.
I was talking to Lee Keller actually before the game here, and he informed me that Peter's looking for a date tonight. So if anybody's out there wants to see Peter, he's available.
A dancing partner.
Yeah, he needs a dancing partner.
Well, here's this rock over here with Karen Lapine. There's going to be no miscommunication this time. They're sweeping. That rock doesn't look very heavy at all. She might slide right by it.
She's through the shack, maybe. Oh, she is, and that's another.
You know, I'm starting to wonder. Because it seems that last rock of hers, she's always missing. Maybe it's a bad rock. I don't know.
It's a possibility, and that's something you always got to look at. You got to examine. You know, if you.
Yeah, they're looking at 2 right now, and I'll tell you, if Andrews really wanted to try and put it to them, she could maybe try a little possible tap back on that one in the blue for 4. Or possibly 5.
Yeah.
And we're not sure what the one up the front there beats these 2 out of the back, but it looks awful close.
Yeah, it looks like it could be, I don't know if she can tap that blue. I think she's going to probably just go for a 3 here.
Yeah. You take your guaranteed 3. Well, I shouldn't say guaranteed.
Not in this game. No, it's been an up and down battle. Yeah. Just when you think one team's got the other team, you know, by the horns, they get out of the end, and it's an amazing final here.
It's not really what I was expecting. You know, I thought there would. It might be nerves. I think it'd be kind of neat to win the 50th. You know, that's kind of would have been a special one.
That's a big one for sure, to win the 50th anniversary for sure. But like you said earlier, it's midsummer. They haven't thrown a stone for 3 months. It's not like they're in the top form here, and the ice conditions may be a little tricky out there today. You know, with the heat outside, you may get little runs here and there and frost buildup, but it doesn't appear to be frosty out there. But I wouldn't know that because I haven't played since Thursday.
Are you sure it was even Thursday?
Oh yeah, actually.
One day runs into the next.
Actually, I only played 1 game since Tuesday because we defaulted on Wednesday. We were none of our teammates were anywhere to be found. We come with 7 players. Oh, she's a little short, I think.
Looks to be short. Another missed opportunity. That could be the headlines here at the end of the day. Missed opportunities by everybody.
I think we've probably seen about a dozen points thrown away by on basic points too.
Well, we'll get back to the men's game now.
Yeah, we're in the last part of the 5th end here.
3-2 for Robinson.
And Steve Streifel from the Robinsons rink is attempting a guard, I believe, here. Just trying to plug up the forefoot a bit here and protect his shot stone and try to get a steal out of this. Looks like he's made it perfectly.
We're going to zoom over to sheet 5 here. We got a couple local rinks playing, and the score's way up there, so maybe we'll give them a little coverage for an end or so here.
Sure, it's 8-2 for the Flintstones.
And they're just kind of banging some rocks at the front there.
Looks like
Flintstones look to be laying 3 more down there, and their turn to throw again. I'm not sure who's throwing here now. Patty's throwing. 2 Patties on this team.
Yeah.
It's a popular name on this team. This Flintstone team, other than Bedrock, they kind of got people from Nelson, from Victoria, and Nakusp, all over the place, eh?
Yeah, it's a mixed match, but it seemed to work good for him this week. Yeah, this is Patty Rugg, otherwise known as Bedrock Betty.
And she's just trying to throw another one into the rings. You're up 8-2. You don't really want anything out front. You just want to put more in, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is there's that free guard zone. There's two center guards, but they're not really into play right now because this rock is going to be trying to protect a couple rocks that are on the outside 8.
So just as I said, they don't want anything light. Sure as heck. Mind you, it's a guard.
It's a guard.
So it works.
It'll work for him, but I think there's enough room to sneak by that and get shot out of it.
This is Bobby McClellan here throwing. She's the third for Heather. They're actually sisters, so
Yeah.
it's actually two sisters are on both these teams, so they pretty well got to gamble. They're down 8-2 even without last rock. They have to really gamble.
They're set up actually really good for a steal here. Like, if they can play a come around here and freeze on that shot red rock in the back of the forefoot, they got an excellent chance to steal.
The rocks are behind the tee line, so that's an extra bonus.
She's got the no backswing delivery, flat foot.
Bobby, she's been curling for 7 years, so she's just talking to her before the game. She says she's just happy to be alive right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been one of those kind of weeks.
Well, it's quite a feat to still be actually, living, so to speak, by Saturday. There's a lot of partying going on all week long, and it's a chore. It's almost an art of staying alive this long at this event.
This team has come in fourth in the A in past years as well. I don't know about these guys. They play a lot of high school. They had a lot of success in high schools, eh?
I think this team's greatest claim to fame, though, came in 1992 when they won the Gilligan's Island costume contest. I think actually it was a tie for first place. I think the Blues Brothers actually were.
Blues Brothers were good.
Yeah, I think we were right in there.
They were pretty good. Speaking of a little bit of the costume party, that's
Canadian Helicopters.
Canadian Helicopters puts that on for us on Wednesday night. Another a great time had this Wednesday night again. I know Madonna's cousin was there.
Matama.
Matama, yeah, she was there, and she put on a big performance for us all. And we had some of the little mounted police spoof, and there was some neat
the
neat little skits there.
Hillbillies won it this year with their little Bobbit story, I guess it was, and we had everything from dancing pigs to blow-up dolls there. It was quite an array of entertainment.
And everybody there seemed to have a real good time. We even had somebody get married.
Yeah, for the first time ever, and it was quite a thing to see. We actually had a wedding ceremony.
And it was real.
It was real, yeah. We had best mans and ring bearers and everything for that.
No, that was something pretty special for the 50th as well.
Oh, exactly.
This is the skip, Heather Griffiths.
She's trying to attempt the same shot that Bobby did 2 shots ago, except this time it's a little bit more difficult, and she's on the guard. She's curling too much, and it doesn't look good for...
Not going to be very happy with that stone.
It's only good for Heather. You might even see a little bit of handshaking after this end if she doesn't make a shot on her last one, because...
It's funny, eh? 3 hours ago she couldn't miss anything, or not just her. Obviously, when you're having trouble like this, it's a team effort. So
yeah, exactly. She's trying to play a freeze around a rock that's mostly buried, and this is her first rock, so it's not like it's a team thing, and everybody's maybe a little tired from the night before. I understand the girls on the Griffiths team, they're known for their partying antics, and last night was no exception. They were kicking up their heels, so to speak, last night, and maybe a little too much.
On the other side, I know the other opposition was probably right there with them.
Yeah, I was right where with all those girls actually last night partying it up, and I couldn't keep up actually, Fred. They're just too crazy. They're nuts, those girls.
They are. Right? See, they all look refreshed. They look ready to go. They got the nice matching hats, and this is Maureen Grainger. She's from Nelson. Or Fred, if you want to call her Fred. Will work too.
Yeah, she was Bedrock Fred in the skit this year. And I'll tell you one thing, if the Flintstones can steal 4 points this end, there'll be a lot of yabba dabba doing going on over there. Looks like she's just playing a come around, but she's a little...
Not even really sure if that's what she was playing.
Wow.
Just the guarding the blue one, so they have nothing to raise.
Right. I guess that pretty much plugs up the forefoot, eh?
Yeah, and Heather's down to her last rock here, and this could be the last rock of the game if she doesn't make this one.
She's going to have to make an angle raise, I think, or something, off that side blue one or something. It's a tough shot.
You don't really like your chances of making these shots. Periodically you make them, but you don't make a whole lot of them.
No, this is doesn't look good.
No. Seems to be another blowout way over there in in the C event final. Geez, 2 C event finals. Both of them seem to be blowouts. The C event boys or the guys are up 7-1 over there. So that game doesn't look to be being played for a whole long time.
No.
Yeah, Heather's got a whole mess of crap down there, and we're just not sure what to do down
anything.
there.
All I see, like I said earlier, I just see the.
Looks like shiny ice anyway.
I see.
That was a good zoom in there.
Well, we're just sort of checking out the pebble wear here actually, and it looks like it's worn properly.
Yes, it has so. Yeah, there's as you can see, there's 10 rocks or so in play down there, and
there's Maureen, Grainger, and Patty.
Yeah. Heather sliding down here and turning her back to the camera.
And I really don't even know.
I wouldn't want to throw this.
I think she's got to throw that angle raise.
Yeah,
because that's the only way to get to the 4-foot. And I mean.
Yeah, that looks to be about all that's really left there.
I mean, throwing just a straight draw, I don't think you can get a shot out of it. And I mean, she needs to steal. I mean, giving up any more points here is.
You're in big trouble, yeah.
But playing the angle raise isn't a percentage shots, so I don't know. I don't know what you do in this situation. You just sort of hope.
Obviously, they're still not sure. They're still talking a little bit about it down here, and well, they decided to say, "What the heck? Let's go for it."
Well, I think Allison just told Heather, just throw the thing down there. Let's go up for a beer. I think is what she said. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that.
You're not a lip reader yet, eh?
Especially when her back's to me.
Yeah, that rock seems to be out there a ways. Yeah, she doesn't look like that kind of weight. She's not going to get anything there.
If she had the weight, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
No weight. They had the perfect angle on the bump. Like that was angled perfectly for the 4-foot.
Yeah,
she just didn't have the weight, and that's a tough one. That's
at least 3 more, and they're actually drawn for 4. So
drawn for the quad, and it looks like it's going to be fun in Bedrock City tonight.
It does. Maybe we'll just look at the Bedrock group down here, and
might have a few cactus juice later on.
A little bit.
Or what do they call it?
Wilma and Barney, they're just trying to get it together here about the sweeping. So. Sorry.
Yeah, this team is from all over the place. Yeah, like I say, like Leslie, the lead, she's from Nakusp. Patty Osterkoff is from Victoria actually right now. She's residing in Victoria. She's going to school there.
Good.
University of Victoria. And here's the draw for 4.
I really don't think there's a whole lot of pressure here for Maureen. If she makes it, so what? If she doesn't, so what?
It's the nail in the coffin, pretty much. Yeah. And they're all working on it now. They're busier than a.
Looks like they're only gonna get to 3 there, so.
Busier than a fiddler's elbow.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave that game because that game's the score's way out of hand. We're gonna whip back over to the ladies again. People are probably gonna think all we want to do is watch the ladies curl here, but
well, why not?
We'll get back to the men's eventually. But we're down to Skip Rocks and the ladies over there. Seems every time we get over there, it's Skip Rocks.
Oh,
Lynn Andrews just playing a peel on or a hit on the rock that was just biting up there, so not a whole lot in play for Karen to try and get her 2. She's got to try and get around those 2 center ones by the looks of it and pick up her 2 that way. The men's score is 3-3 after 5, just so you know we haven't forgot about them.
Yeah, that's a barn burner. That's a great game. We'll get back to that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that one looks like that's going to go 10 hands. I'll just try and do a little of these games that might not be out here for very long.
And I'm sitting up here in my shorts and also some thongs, and I think at last time I checked, I have no feeling in my first 2 toes here, but I might just have to rub them back to life.
That'll be the story of your whole body trying to get it back to life after this week.
Yeah. Oh, and through the hole here on sheet.
Karen just trying to go around those 2 center guards down there. Her sweepers are sweeping it pretty hard, so.
Looks like her line's a little wide, but.
And light. Karen seems to be really struggling, here with things. I don't know. It's tough to tell from this view. As you can see, we're in there on that rock that Karen just threw, and can't really tell with these cold rings if it's in or not.
I don't believe it is.
No. Yeah, they're ignoring it altogether and just playing the others. Looks to be playing a little raise on the red one over there.
There's an excellent opportunity for Andrews to steal this end.
Yeah.
She can make a nice raise to the 4-foot here. She's laughing.
Yeah, if Lynn can make a little raise on that rock over there, she'll be a real happy camper, I believe.
It'd be a big point. They would then go up 4-1 and take control of the game.
Lynn's down here just cleaning any debris off the bottom of her rock. Seems like everybody's picking up their weight a little bit out here. Throwing some high hard stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if
Lynn's not over there. She doesn't want to play high hard stuff right now. She's just playing the little quiet raise there. And
looks like her angle's a little out. And a little extra weight.
She might actually get around that other blue one, that Lapine just threw. Looks like she might have got around that. So she might have got a break there, still buried.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance to actually play the hit on that red stone, so I think you see Karen just play a draw.
I think Lynn will be very happy with that. She's up 2 and forcing the other team into, they have to try and draw for one. If they don't get it, well, then
it's not the easiest.
Lynn will be up by 3.
Yeah, and it's not the easiest draw in the world. She's got to go through a port. She may actually be playing the race here.
After this, we'll go over the Deane. So this is Karen Lapine's last rock of the 5th end, down 3-1. Looking at 1, so she's just, we can't really tell if she's just playing a straight draw or a little comer or a little raise on one of hers that are just in front of the rings. All she has to do is bump it into the 8-foot, so we'll see what happens with it. And they look to be drawn for 1, but it looks to be a little strong. What do you think? Does that look
I think
look
it might have slid a little too far, so it's a steal of 1, and there you go, another missed opportunity. Karen Lapine's going to have to tell her girls, here we are, the 5th end break kind of thing, and let's get our butts in gear. Let's turn this game around somehow.
We're gonna zoom over to sheet 6 now and see what's happening there. What is happening there?
Well, it's
Tom?
a B event final here between Brown and Horning. Brown right now with a commanding 5-2 lead, playing the 6th end. Brown with a rock on the tee line in the 4-foot at about the 3 o'clock position. And Deane now a second shot on the top 4. I think
is Deane going to just try and move some rocks around a little bit there?
Have to move something around. He wants to expose his top 4 rock, and he might be playing a hit right on the nose, which will promote the blue rock onto the red, which may promote it onto the back blue one. So in effect, it's like almost like a triple raise or a double raise takeout kind of thing.
As his team is down at the other end, all discussing it. Looks like his third Lyle.
Lovett?
No. Which is Horland. Horland. I don't know. We'll apologize if we got it wrong, but Deane and Lyle are going to talk it over, so they're not sure about what they're doing. So we were talking about Peter and Sherry a little earlier. What about all them volunteers that make this thing work? Everybody from that sells tickets to goes and picks up prizes to, they're just an endless array. And they're just not curlers that are helping out. There's people in town that help out. Sponsors down. They did the sponsor book. They've all really helped out to make it a great success.
Yeah, the sponsorship from the local level and the volunteers are just like I said earlier. Just all these things just come together, and Pete and Sherry have organized all this to get it together, and they've done a fantastic job. And yeah, what can you say about the volunteers? They don't get paid anything. They just come and help out and put in some time, and it's super. You know, you can't run a function without them. There's just no way.
Yeah, and I know a lot of them being part of our club and stuff, and they're all just nothing more than willing to help out. You know, it's, give me a call, let me know when you need me, and I'll be there. I'll pack rocks around, I'll do what I have to do. So
it's quite a thing. Meanwhile, back on the sheet 6 here, here's the.
Ooh, that didn't quite work out right, did it?
Not exactly, but it's going to be interesting now to see what Brown does here.
The guy that's playing skipping for Brown, this is Don Longmore. I personally know Don. I met him in Lethbridge this year, the cash there, and he laid a real bad beating on me. He never threw one takeout all game. I've never played a game where Skip hasn't thrown a takeout. That's how much he dominated, and he's got that 4 foot in his pocket.
Wow, yeah, I've played Don a few times myself, and he's quite a competitor. He's a great guy too, and it looks like he's got a bit of control here over Deane Nakusp, but Deane's a fierce competitor as well. He's been known to bounce back in these situations.
Yeah, Deane's had some success. He's been to the provincials lots of times, men's, juniors, and I even believe Lyle used to play for a team up there in Edmonton. Just trying to read it here. He used to play for up in Martin's area, Kevin Martin's team up there. So this was in juniors, from what I understand. So.
Was that right?
Don't quote me on it, but I remember talking to him one night this weekend. If I remember right, that's kind of what he said.
Well, it's amazing you could actually decipher what he said there, Freddie. Not saying that Lyle has any kind of speech impediment. I think it's just sometimes things get a little garbly at nighttime when you're having a little fun.
So he just looks like he's just going to come down and play a little tap up on that one. So
yeah, playing a little bump freeze kind of thing. So good delivery.
Lyle Hornland, that's his name. Deane's just calling the lines, and he's got sweepers there. Ed Lamole and Richard Font, a couple of guys from Trail.
Oh, he
got
just,
a little
he
rub,
just
but
rubbed it.
He might get a break out of that, though. Ooh.
And he had just absolutely perfect weight on that shot, too. I mean, that, you know, they say curling's a game of inches. Well, there you go. I guess we're at the metric now. That was a game of a millimeter, I think. That was just feathered the guard and just nicked it enough so that the freeze wasn't there. But he's side by side here, and
they still have to make sure they hit it on, you know, on the opposite side of us here. You know, they don't want to hit it on this side or they'll spill everything. This is the third Ron Brown throwing now. Where are these guys from anyway? They're from Ericsson. Must be somewhere in Alberta, eh?
Ericsson.
They all slide on their toes, so they got to be from the prairies.
Yeah.
It looks to have a nice looking little shot here.
A great stone. He might even get a little bit of a roll here.
Ooh, you couldn't ask for much more there, could you?
Well, that's a great shot. I don't know if Deane's gonna probably have to play a corner freeze on this or something. I don't know.
If Deane can get one in there, though, you know, if he can freeze one in that little pocket there, the other team may have a real tough time getting that thing out of there. He can just freeze in between the two rocks there, but he's ignoring it, and he's going to go up and peel the one up front. Maybe try to run it straight back.
Straight back, I believe, yeah. And he might be able to get the straight back double, but let's just stay in there. It's not moving at all. Watch, something might happen here though. Bumps him up. Sort of, and it's actually buried too.
Geez, they may have to come for our camera for a replay of that.
Yeah, I didn't really see if it kicked off the board. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, they're out.
Well, not only you commentator, but referee as well here tonight, Fred. Sort of instructed the boys to remove that stone from play.
Yeah, that's out of play. We watch.
As Don looks up and gives me the evil eye. having a few laughs up here on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, it's a great time down here, and it's not the most serious event in the world, but everybody here is giving 110% to get some excellent prizes.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Meanwhile, on sheet 4 here, Steve Streifels made an excellent takeout to lay 1. Forced to 1 once again. It looked like he was control of the end earlier, but Perkins has been making some great shots there on sheet 4 in that A-event final.
It's Don Longmore throwing his first rock of the 6th then. He's just trying to throw a guard on the 2 rocks that are in the 4.
Yeah, he wants a tight guard. He wants it maybe even touching the 12-foot ring would be nice. And it looks like he's just about perfect. That's a perfect shot.
That is a good shot, eh?
Yeah, that's
perfect. That's a great shot.
Can't get any better than that.
He's got that draw weight, that guy. That dare guy.
That dare guy's got a good shot.
And Deane really doesn't have a whole lot of choice other than to try and run that front one and hope he can maybe get lucky and get a mess of them out of there.
Yeah, I'd be happy to even get 2, I think, but that's still...
And that's not what Deane wants to be playing right now because he's down 3 points, eh? So but I guess that's what you have to do. Things just getting better for the Bedrock crew, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And Deane's down there ready to throw his first rock. Deane had pretty good success at your cash wheel this year too, didn't he?
Well, I guess if you say winning's successful, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won it. He had a great time. Didn't lose a game. Went undefeated through the tournament. Won the A event. Qualified out of the A, and then won his next 3 games and walked away with a cool
$6,000.
$6,000.
Let's see what he's got here.
Well, I got 2 out, and
There's 2 of them.
Probably not two.
That helps. But
the worst thing about it is his shooter is actually stuck as a guard on the rock that shot it, which is brown.
So he's gonna have a tough one with his next one, is what you're saying, probably.
Well, there's no deuce there for him for sure this end. So and it looks like an excellent opportunity for Brown to steal.
1, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
They're down here just talking about where they want to position the rock.
I think you'll see him put it on the center line, just top of the house, basically side by the red one. If they could curl around the red one, it wouldn't be too bad either. If they could maybe get a top 8.
It's starting to get a little cool. I see you're rubbing yourself down here a lot. It's either that or I'm not sure what you're rubbing down.
Oh, yeah, I'm just warming up a bit here, Freddie. Don't let your mind run too wild on you.
Here we are at the 50th annual Midsummer Bonspiel.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about sitting out here, your beers keep cold.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. They go down pretty quick, though.
Yeah, Yeah, they do.
And another fun part is periodically we stand up and block the view of these people behind us, just for fun.
Yeah. Make them angry.
So Don's just throwing up a guard here somewhere near the center line, and it looks to have completed that task rather well.
It looks like Deane's got no choice but to cold draw the button for his point.
So hey, did you get a chance to have a little hot dog chunk of fat kind of thing late at night this week? No, there's a little stand happening outside the rink late night.
Yeah, there was a few Bobbit burgers on the barbecue out there this week, and after partying up in the hall there was a vendor selling his wares, and yeah, there was a couple hot dogs this weekend went down. It's always a good nightcap.
As everybody kind of made their way over to the White Oak Estates to see the Christmas display.
Yeah, and that's another thing. White Oak Estates is a group of people that have set up their tent trailers over the years, and it's grown into quite a site. Their theme is Christmas in July, and that's always the place people hang out at the campfire there at the end of when the dance is over in the badminton hall there. Yeah. And it's always a good time. It's people just sitting around the fire, having a few beers.
Christmas for most in December, it's about family and friends and being with them. Well, these guys come here, and Christmas is still the same. It's family and friends here in the Midsummer Bonspiel, and It's really tight. It's just like Christmas. Deane just came up a little light on this rock. Looks like Brown stole one more. That could be a big steal.
Yeah, it's he didn't come up too much light to give him a deuce, but he did give up a steal, which is just as damaging as a steal of 2.
Well, we'll leave that game for a little while now. We'll get back
I'm
to
almost getting dizzy swinging back and forth
it
like
is.
this.
Well, you kind of zoom in on everybody, so you get to...
Robinson's laying one
here.
buried behind 2 corner guards, and Perkins' team just tried to remove that with a raised takeout straight back, but didn't really work for him, and probably the worst shot he could have done. Not only did he not take out the shot stone, but he stuck the corner guard as well. And it looks like it's all over on sheet 5. Like I said earlier, the Flintstones are yabba dabba doing it up right now. Going to have a few cactus juices as they defeated the Griffith team of Nelson.
The Nelson, the all Nelson thing, they all kind of got the same colored uniforms on there.
And there's little camaraderie out there, little hugging and kissing.
That's great to see, even with the opposition. So that's part of it right there.
Well, that's absolutely super. You know, that's what the sport's all about. It's always it's a sportsmanship sport, and everybody's trying, as I said earlier, to trying to win. And there's always a loser, and nobody's too choked about it.
I don't think anybody's a real loser this week, though.
No, except for maybe me.
The loser king. No, he went back to Cranbrook, didn't he?
Yeah, a chap by the name of Mark Ward is actually the loser king this weekend.
Should have been here all week. Mark, you missed a good last couple of days.
I think he made up for it in one night, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Well, if he just had to stop sleepwalking at my house, it would have been a whole lot better. Well, here we are. Is this?
Down to Thirds Rocks here.
This is Third Rocks. This is Third Rock. Ken Powell. He's trying to run something up front there. He got one. Ooh, almost got the 2, but he didn't quite make that double there. Game's 4-3 for the Robinson foursome from the coast. Ooh, did I hear a little spillage, Tom?
No, fortunately that bottle was drained, Fred. She's getting ugly up here, folks. We're starting to knock over empties. Here's Brent Giles, his first rock of this very important 7th end. He's trying to play a come around, somewhat of a corner guard. It's not really, it's almost a center guard.
Well, looks to have a nice line.
Got great
by
line.
the guard.
He just whiskers it by.
Geez, that's a great shot.
It's an absolute pistol. And
yeah, that's, I don't know, we've said it 2 or 3 times about Brent. He couldn't have really walked down and put rocks better, and now that's another one of them right there, eh?
Great shot. And those are nice looking shorts he's got on too, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know the guy had knees. I think he's having a really good time up here too. It's kind of neat for the guys that are really competitive to come to this spiel, and it can still be semi-competitive, but man, it's still a whole pile of fun.
It is, and it's actually it's a chance for guys like Brent Giles and Jimmy Armstrong and people that are on the cash tour all year to come down here and actually participate in a tournament where it's winning isn't primary, it's a fun that's primary, and curling is secondary.
I know a lot of the local curlers too as well. Might be their only chance ever really to get to meet these guys, so they like to, they get a chance to sit down and play them or sit down and have a talk with them, and it's kind of neat that way too. So it's great to have them come up here, men's and ladies.
It's more or less like a pro-am golf tournament, so to speak.
Yeah.
You got a lot of the pro type guys here mixed in with the amateurs, and it's just a big mixed match of fun is what it is. It's Brent Giles' shot here.
Throwing up a guard. They're laying 2 there, so we don't even want to zoom to sheet 3 because there is a pile of rocks in play.
Well, we just received another shipment of barley soup here, Freddie, so
thanks, Chair.
I don't know if we could get a zoom in on Brent Giles after this shot. Maybe they're very far in. I'm not too. There's Brent right there, and I'm not quite sure if he could pull those socks up any higher. See if we can get a picture of his. Yeah, there they are. He's got them hiked up pretty good.
Well, you don't want to get too much tan.
No.
You don't want to get too much tan. So.
The ozone in that, eh? It's pretty dangerous. Looks like he's got himself pretty well protected. Just as his 2 rocks in play are at this present time. Oh.
We're watching this sheet here, but I tell you, I'm kind of watching the sheet next to it. I can't believe all them rocks in play. There's
all but 1.
8 guards and 5 rocks in the rings. There's a little picture of it right there for you.
Yeah, all but 1 rock is in play.
One rock, and there's 2 left, and I don't even know what the heck they're doing here. They're just kind of maybe going to bang some rocks and see what happens, but.
Yeah, that's great.
This is actually really good for the Lapine team. They're playing 2 and maybe 3, so they good chance of them getting right back into the game this end. We're back to John here. John. Oh no, sorry, this isn't John. This is still the 3rd can.
Yeah.
Throwing in.
He's playing to make a delicate tap out. He's trying to come around that guard, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it.
I don't know if that was what you call a little quiet shot like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Why would you?
I don't know. You could only see maybe about 2/3 of that rock, and with weight, I think he thought he was going to roll out. So maybe he just he was a tough shot.
Crashed on the guard. Didn't get a break either because the one he crashed on kind of hit one off the side and came back towards the 2 that they're trying to guard. So
yeah,
I think Steve's got a great. If he puts another one up there, they're going to be both his rocks in the rings and both his guarding. So it doesn't even give the Perkins foursome a chance to raise anything later on.
Yeah, they're all above the tee line. That's Perkins got out of a couple ends earlier in this match where Robson had a lot of rocks in play, and he was able to come up with a big freeze, but I think his luck's about to run out this end where I don't see any potential freezes or no real come-arounds.
Yeah.
It really depends on what Steve does here on his shot now. If he leaves it open, perhaps Perkins may have a chance for a double or a hit and roll, or if he gets a little deep, maybe a freeze.
You'd be happy to know way over there on that other sheet that we're looking at, the last rock thrown still in play. Didn't lose anything there either. So
wow,
down to 1 rock left, and there's 1 rock in the board. So we're actually going to have 15 rocks in play. See Karen's husband Craig down there giving her a little, not giving her a little encouragement. He's kind of jarring the other team a little bit.
Oh, that always helps.
Obviously, they're all from Surrey, so they know each other. So
well, if you can't help out your own team, maybe.
Craig's down there giving his wife a little encouragement and jarring the other team. And he's not wearing his white Bauer shoes here. That's amazing.
That is amazing. Steve's shot. Trying to plug things up a bit here. I think he wanted to actually come in with this a bit, but
that rock doesn't seem to be coming over that center line as much as I think he hoped. That was
not at all. Actually.
That was almost a wasted shot. Really didn't really accomplish a whole lot.
No, I think
guarded a guard.
Yeah, right on the nose.
And it looks like it's going to give John the same opportunity to play the shot they just played on and just missed time before that little raise there.
Yep.
Gonna pass me that water over there. Thanks.
Wasn't quite able to see what happened on that sheet 3 there.
Nobody seems to know. Just asked the cameraman. He wasn't sure either. So, of course, he's watching the game we're all watching. I think last time I looked, I think Lapine was guaranteed at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Like I say, we did. We'll see him when they put up the scoreboard. So, score up there. Yeah, and another blow, a couple blowouts there again on sheet 1. We'll just go over it again. We got Shaffer from Medicine Hat against Nelson from Vegreville. Shaffer's up in that game 8-3. They're playing 8. Doesn't look good for Nelson. Nelson the name, not Nelson the town.
No, where is Vegreville?
Is
that near Margaritaville or?
I'm not sure. It's west from Edmonton or
east of Edmonton.
They're a little ways away from home too, eh?
Yeah.
They're playing the team from the Hat. Then in that other C game over there, we got Hogarth and Weber, and looks like Hogarth's up on that one 8-3, and they're playing the 8th end again, and Hogarth's got a couple more.
We got an absolute pistol shot here.
There was a dandy.
Sheet 4. Perkins has come up with a big rock. I don't think. I mean, he skinnied that guard as much as he possibly could, and he still didn't make the double kill. So it wasn't
Must
there.
not have been there, yeah. But it looks a little bit better than it did 30 seconds ago or
He's
so.
sighing a little bit easier now.
Steve must be shot rock, because he's obviously ignoring the blue one and looks to be playing the wide side, so he must still be lying one.
Yeah, red's laying one. They'll probably play a come around here.
Try to put he's going to try and put that second rock in there and put the pressure on the Perkins team. Just kind of running through some of them scores again. If you want to 4-3 for I guess Lapine picked up two in the sixth.
Then yeah, that was a 4-3 for Andrews of Surrey over Karen Lapine. On sheet 6 here, Horning is down to Brown by a score of 6-2. And Horning is actually throwing his first rock.
Getting back to Steve here, ready to throw his stone, so got a nice smooth delivery. Just trying to touch the 4-foot, I guess, around that center guard. There you see the name Robson. But I've been calling him all game. Sweepers are working on it real hard. They'd like to make sure they're in there for second shot. Looks to be like they made it there.
Yeah,
some strong sweep
like
in there.
Second shot.
Do you think there's a real long double there, Tom? Kind of looks tough, eh?
It looks possible. I think they're eyeing it up right now, actually.
They are, eh? So that rock at the back there must be near the tee line for them to be looking at that.
Yeah.
What would you do? You're down. You're down one. Would you go for the double, or would you just try a little hit and roll, make sure you get the one?
Yeah, I think that's.
Don't want to give up one, do you? This stage. Seventh down.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, you could definitely be in a worse position, but yeah. I think one is nice here. Keep getting nice and close. Perkins has been playing great. It's not like he's struggling at all. So, I think if he keeps it close here, he'll be all right. But if he does make the double here, he could be laying 3.
Yeah. Be a big swing. Tommy just has to go away from us for a minute for a little work with the Nelson Daily News. He'll be back to join us real soon. John Perkins here, just to recap, he's down 4-3 here, playing the 7th end. Looks to be playing a double. He's taking ice right on the middle of the rock as we're zooming in on the ice, and here comes John now. Ready to get down in the hack here, ready to throw. It looks to me from here he's going to try and make a across the house double, and if he happens to make the shot, Tom and I weren't thinking about it, but there's a rock also at the back of the house, and there could be a chance for 3. So probably if we had to realize that one the back was in, he's probably going for it here. So if he doesn't make it, he should give up 1. So it's well worth the gamble. So just playing an out-turn hit here, playing the out-turn because he'll get a lot of action off the rock, meaning the rock will get a lot of movement. He looks to be in. He's pretty close. He's real close. Whoa. Good shot. That's a great shot. Great shot for 3 from John. There's 30 years of experience right there. A heck of a shot. So now that's a big swing there. That puts John's team up 2 now and a control point. So that was a super thing. We'll maybe go over to sheet 3 to the ladies a little bit here and see what's happening over there. Big shot for 3. That's Tommy. You missed the turning point of the game. We'll talk to him about that later. So we're now gonna focus on the ladies here. This is Louise Herlinvaux. I think I pronounced it about 5 times wrong. She's the 3rd for Karen Lapine. She's from Victoria. It's the first year to the Midsummer. She's been curling for 9 years, and she's a world champion in '87 on the Pat Sanders team. Mixed nationals in '85. She's single. And they stayed at Camp Krusty out here in the Nelson Civic Center field, so they were another one of them groups that camped out here. So it's I can say it's 4-3, and it's for the MASH unit. As you can see, they're kind of dressed up in MASH type hospital uniforms. They kind of have a blood MASH clinic set up here, but I don't really think they're doing a lot of intravenous with the blood out there. And they seem to have a real good setup right outside the curling rink here in the campground.
I think the intravenous has been swapped with martinis or something.
Yeah.
It's quite an interview I just had with the Nelson Daily News, actually.
Was it a long interview?
It was the longest one I think I've had in a long time. Yeah.
Did you notice you missed the TS or the Shaw Cable turning point?
Oh, no.
He made a double for 3.
Oh, he did make that double.
We forgot there was a rock at the back of the house.
Yeah, no, I saw that one. That's what I said. He could double to lay 3. Yeah. Wow,
it was a great shot.
I missed it.
On and off sweeping. It was a well called and well placed shot.
Wow, so that's a huge stone for Perkins.
Yeah. Now he's got that swing point, that control point.
Wow, he's up 2 playing 8.
Yeah.
It's just where he wants to be.
Back over to Louisa here, throwing a little hit and roll there. So, geez, I'm trying to find my notes on that Andrews team, but I don't really see them. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. We can't give you all the names of all the players, so we just wing it. All we know is maybe we'll call this one Hawkeye, part of the MASH unit right here.
Sure, he's been.
She's just trying to throw a takeout on the wide open stone. Well, not wide open. I guess it's half buried.
And it looks like Radar and Hot Lips Houlihan are working on that brushing pretty good.
Feverishly. They just got the peel. I don't know. I see something shifting over there a little bit. I think they're. Oh.
Yeah, on sheet 6.
I see what you're looking at. I mean the ice.
Yeah.
We slipped away from that sheet 6 for a little. You want to give us an update on that one?
Well, it looks like Horning picked up a big 3 in the 7th end. He's only down 1 point now after being down 6-2. He's now only down 6-5.
He's like that, isn't he? He's just tenacious. He'll keep coming after you.
Yeah.
That's where that free guard zone. I'll lay money if there was no free guard zone, that game would have almost been over.
Yeah. Yeah, you're down 4 points playing the 7th end. You start getting to that peeling game. It's demoralizing for the team that's behind because you just can't get anything going. The new rule allows you to get back into the game a bit.
Yeah. Keeps the crowd around longer. Not that these guys were going anywhere.
And even when a team's up, you almost still got to play aggressively. There's I mean, the defense is still left in the game, but only at I think the higher caliber levels, the defense is more known.
This is Rob Robinson's shot here. He's just, I think they were just ignoring the rock in the rings. He must have been trying to go around that corner guard.
I don't know.
Trying to get their tube out.
Wasn't sure what he was doing there.
Obviously, the rock didn't do anything near what Rob was hoping for.
Yeah, by the reaction on the team there.
This is Pete Plante.
They're going to get out the lynching rope here pretty quick for him.
This is Pete. He's throwing this one here.
Playing for the hit. Right on the nose, and he's got a great shot.
As the momentum shifts around, and it seems all the games, that 7th end or the last end of every game that's going on out here seems to be been a big shift. Deane picked up 3 in the 7th.
Perkins got his 3.
Yeah, and Lapine picked up her 2 in the last end. So
lucky 7.
I guess so.
For half the teams, anyways.
I guess so. Yeah, the other ones never quite got there. So this is Rob's second shot of the 8th end. He's going to try a little hit and roll behind these corner ones. Didn't quite get her though. So
hit and rolled out. Now this gives Perkins a great chance to put up a tight center guard here. I think you'll see him go for that.
be his third Ken Powell again, and Ken's been throwing some good stones this game. Just so much going on here. We're watching one game, but we're really watching like 4 of them going on here. So
yeah, we're watching around. We're busier than a fiddler's elbow right now, Fred. Watching all these games.
Talked to Bill Sweet yesterday a little bit, asked him how things went for the draw, if there was any complaints and stuff with having that many teams and all the draws. You think you might get one mistake in there. Not Bill.
No,
not a one.
He's a draw master, that guy.
He is.
And yeah, with that many teams, 224 rinks. Wow, there's bound to be a problem or two, but that's not the case this year, or any year for that matter.
No,
I've ever seen.
Spends lots of hours. Just another one of them volunteers that we've talked about a few times already. So.
Giles is talking over to Steve here on how he wants to play this double.
He's going down there pretty fast. Even his shorts are just blowing in the wind. He just whipped down there. That would have been a good close-up. We missed it, though. We'll get him next time. So they're just look to be playing a hit and roll here. Try to hit and roll behind the
doesn't take a
corner rocks.
It doesn't take a lot of time in the hack, Brian. He just gets down there. He gets in the
throws.
Throws. There's that toe slide delivery with the. She looks a lot like my delivery from before.
But you throw it better. Get away over.
It's not a bad shot.
No, they would have liked a little bit more of a roll on that, but. Wasn't Brent the guy you played in the provincial final? No, semifinal.
Yeah, we beat him in the semifinal. It was an 11th, and we were down 2 playing the 10th, and we managed to get a deuce on him in the 10th and steal the extra end on him. That was definitely one of the greatest games I've ever been involved in.
Your third back then threw his funny turn to make the rock bend, and it helped out, I guess.
Yeah, it was an amazing shot. It was just on a ridge where he was throwing it down, and if you got a little outside the ridge, it would go straight, and if you got inside, it would hook like crazy.
Oh, they're just going to skinny by this one. Here's another good shot. Now they're starting to play like A finalists his last couple ends. They're all starting to make their shots, it seems.
Yeah, well, it's getting down to the wire. They know a lot is at stake here in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And
the girls are all tied up. The A final is now 4-4. Lapine stole one. The cream rises, I guess.
Yeah. Brent Giles playing an out-turn freeze bump.
Didn't think curling really ever had momentum, but in the last couple of years, I've really noticed momentum's big. Like it just seems, you get a couple points, and everybody feels that much more confident.
Brent's got an absolutely perfect corner freeze. There's
another one of them you couldn't walk down.
That's perfect. He shot rocket. It appears that he shot, and
see right in there as we zoom in.
Geez, that's an absolutely perfect shot. You just can't get better than that.
Yeah, that was nice. If we just get that red jersey out of there, I can see a little bit of the rock now. But from our vantage point, I would tend to think that Pierce's rock would be the shot rock.
Red's definitely shot, I believe, and it's. The good thing about this, I don't know if I'd be hitting this one. The blue rock, if you play the same shot that
Giles just
threw, even if he's light, it's going to be mighty tough for
them to get 2.
Robinson to get a deuce.
Yeah. Good point.
But he's going to play the hit anyways, and.
Well, I think he's probably just overflowing with confidence. He just, that last end, his last rock, he threw that great double, so Right now he's probably feeling like God and can just about do anything, so you can give her a go. We'll see.
Oh,
see
he's
how
going
the
to have to
result
be a little
comes out.
higher than God to remove this redstone, I think. But you never know. Actually, it's angled in such a way if he throws really good weight on it and he hits it, he gets by that blue one just so, that red rock it's removable. And he does got a hard rock here.
That rock seems to be coming over on that front.
If he gets by this blue one, he's going to make it. Oh, just corners it. Oh, that's not the worst shot in the world.
No.
It opens it up for him.
Yeah.
And
Like I say, he's up a couple, and he's playing 8. So
if he can hold the Robinson rank to just a deuce at the most, then he's in good shape to win this game.
So there's a little indecision here. It looks like Brent is asking for something just in front of the 2 rocks in the 4-foot, but Steve, his initial call was around the corner guards. Well, what do you think? What would kind of probably both good shots?
Yeah, I see. Red's got the hammer. They need.
If you go around the corner guard and you're buried, obviously the Perkins rink is going to have to make some kind of play on these ones here, and if, like you say, it doesn't look like they can get that one out. You might have a shot for 3, so it's not a bad call, I don't think. You don't want to get them close together and give them a chance to double something out. So
yeah, it's a tough call. If they did play a freeze right on top of that red rock, then yeah, they may set up a chance for a double. But the double jam is a good possibility. If they put it where they're indicating now, Perkins is in a position where he might have to just play a freeze on top of that red one, or he might just hammer the open stone and concede a deuce,
right.
Which I don't know if it'll be an interesting call to see what happens if Robinson makes this shot.
There's a couple of real interesting things going on. The shot we're looking at here, and we're just kind of peeking in the corner of eye over there on sheet 6, and Horning's he's coming really back. He got 3 last end, and he's lying 3 right now, and Longmore's throwing against 3, so that's an important shot over there as well.
Yeah, if Don Longmore misses a shot on sheet 6, then wow.
What a swing. 6 points in 2 ends, if it happens. But we'll watch Steve down here throw his first rock of the 8th end. Okay, I'll watch. Okay, we're going to watch Deane. Oh, and the wily veteran comes through over there. Longmore hitting stuck for 1, did he?
He sure did, and he's up 2 points, up 7-5 on that B event final.
That was a big shot for his team. Here we are with Steve, and did you ever gather what they were calling?
He's playing top 12 here, top 12 at about the 1 o'clock position.
Hoping Perkins runs it all back into that, and maybe still.
Looks like it could be a little light and a little wide. A bad combination.
Yeah, that doesn't really work out well, does it? Because you're now showing them the side that you can pick it out, if you're going to try to pick it, right?
Yeah,
if that's what he at all wants to call.
Even plugging this hole. Even if he plugs this hole, he says, "Okay, hit the button for your deuce now. If you don't, you get 1."
We're gonna talk a little bit. Ken and John out there gonna have a little chat as we look at that nice shiny ice again. Yes, this is usually every game you have 1 or 2 of these moments where it seems to be a team decision, and right now could be one of those moments. Do you go for it or don't you?
Yeah, I think you just, I don't know. I think maybe just play a guard, or make him draw for his 2. But
yeah, the last thing you want to do is give him the shot at 3 somehow, eh?
Well, the double I think would all but double for 2 maybe. If he plays down to the center, sets him up with a double or a hit and stick for 2. I mean, you only leave him that shot. That'd be a little easier than hitting the button.
Yeah. Well, they're playing the 8th end. They know the weight, they know the ice, so I think whatever call they decide, they should be close to it. That was a real dumb comment I just made, wasn't it?
What level?
Well, they're thinking maybe of going into the back part of the 4-foot now. That's an interesting call. Really don't know what the advantage would be if you went behind there.
He's just trying to block off. I think if he puts a top 8, he's blocking off the forefoot.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get his deuce. That's all I would do. Just play like the guard, like play a really
right where they got the brooms right now.
Just play a tight guard and say, okay, how do you get your deuce now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good decision there. John's just telling his third Ken that even if he's a little lighter, it's okay. Yeah, I think you're right here. He's making the call of saying, I'm going to give you about a half an inch of the forefoot that you're going to have to hit, and if you can do it, well, you deserve 2.
Exactly. They deserve the 2 points, and they're still only tied, and then Perkins retain the hammer in the 9th end, which is not a bad place to be at all.
Well, Steve just cleaning off his sheet over there. And yeah, he's just looks to be playing just a straight top 8 foot, eh?
Yeah, it looks like he's a little tight on this one too.
They don't want to really mess with that red one there, do they? That they're coming up to.
This could be.
You'll see the red one come into play here real soon, here, right there, and they don't want to separate that too much. Actually, that worked out. Yeah, that worked out excellent.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Actually, that's probably better than what his original shot was.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit the forefoot here. Full 4, maybe even almost a piece of the button for his 2 points. Tough shot.
And look like they're shaking way over there on sheet 1. Looks like we have the Shaffer Rink winning whatever event that was.
From Vegreville.
Remember what event that was? Oh well,
that was a B event game.
There it is, right under my foot. Yeah, it was a B event game, and it was that was for the Mission Hills Trophy. So
Dave from Mission Hills has been down here all week, and he's been supplying a little bit of balloons and keychains and things for everybody down here. Having a lot of fun with that.
Didn't Matamba run into a balloon or two sometime this week?
Yeah, a couple of them. So it looks like Steve's going to be a little light on this shot.
Oh. So it was a good call by the Perkins foursome. Say there, take your one. Congratulations to the Tammy Shaffer Rink from Madison Hat.